Welcome back from the Mobile Gaming Fanatics. MyTyme here, this is Top Drives. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. How did you do in the SLS GT3 qualifiers? Hope you did better than me. Let me know in the comment section below. The prelims are now out, but before we come to that, I'm going to talk about something else in this video that I mentioned in my previous video. And that is that I kind of had a jumble sell over the course of the weekend. That's right, I've been clearing out my garage. You can see here over 383 slots, just to show you that I haven't gone and bought them. Under 1100 cars now. I did have over 1400. So what have I done? Well, I realised that I was just hoarding lots of cash in the game in cars that I don't use, and I kind of thought it from an economical perspective. You know, people say that the reason why you invest is because inflation goes up by about 1.5% each year, and the idea is you want your money to stay in line with it. So what's the saying go? £100 was worth more, you know, last year than it is worth this year. If you go back 10 years, £100 was worth more because of inflation. So let's do that with our cash. Let's not keep it locked in with all these commons and uncommons. I went through and sifted out. Essentially what I did was I would come here, I will click on status, look at locked first of all, and I will go through and clear out loads of cars that I wasn't using or I'd locked and didn't use. Now the new cars, I'm still keeping one of all them locked just in case they become useful, but I don't know yet. It is worth pointing out that for some people there'll be cars that I would have gone through and deleted, especially if you're a newer player, you will hold on to because they are useful in clubs. And this is a really valid point here I want to kind of stress before I go further. Clubs is an extremely good way for you to generate cash in this game. It wasn't available when I first started playing the game, so I got used to just grinding out events. That's how I was brought up on the game. But if you're newer now, clubs is a way for you to keep your cash flow increasing. And when it comes to picking your matches, for example, I'm going to go and play something like this, Storm Chaser 385 RQ, mainly because I have a lot of UK cars kind of maxed out or close to maxed out, and I can have not an advantage. This might not be the best hand to use here, but I'm just going to show you by seeing some of the people I'm up against. I've got a lot of UK cars that I could pull out here that could be half decent. You know, I could easily beat this team here if I was using the correct cars. I mean, let's see if I can still win anyway. It's just not gonna be great, I'll be honest with you, but I can still get a victory. Okay, now if you're a newer person, you're not going to have the same selection of cars, but you can easily get the uncommon, commons and the rares. So you're going to go for the lower RQ events because you're going to be more competitive in them. And for that reason, that's why I stay away from the lower RQ events. So I don't really want to go and play in events, for example, like this one here, 195 RQ, or let's pick, it doesn't matter if it's something like an Enter or not, 235, 225 here, because lots of people are going to have more cars and that they've got maxed out, and it's going to be harder for me to stand out and get in the top 10. These are the kind of events that you would go for, ones where you use your commons, your uncommons and your rares, and they allow you to grind out cash. Now, one thing that's good about this game, which is different to a lot of other gacha and hero collecting games, except if you play that kind of genre, is that your commons and your uncommons, your rares, they still are relevant later on in the game, even if you've been playing the game for a year. A lot of the time you get some great character, you build it up, and then it's gone when you pull somebody else. You know, you get a legendary character, and suddenly that just makes your other character completely worthless and you stop using it. In this, even these cars have a place in the events, so they're not worthless. The difference is I had a lot of money, a lot of cash invested in cars that I didn't need, so I thought, okay, clear out, and I'll show you with the rares what I did. Unlocked as well. Come to my unlocks and be meticulous. Go through and say, okay, I don't want this, I don't want that Golf, I'm not going to use it. The Land Rover Discovery, oh, I should probably keep this just in case, you know, is it worth building or not? Say no, okay, oh, I've already got one, no, we might come along and say I'm not going to use a Chevrolet Cruze, okay, let's let that go. When it gets to car that I'm not sure about or I want to check, say it's a new car. Let me see if I have any American Frontier ones here, just for the sake of it. Let's say the Full Granada, okay, I might say, okay, I'm going to lock this for now because that could be useful. Easy. Honda Jazz, oh, I don't want this, not used it, nope, get rid of it. say you might pick another car, 2 Volkswagen Passats. Definitely don't need 2 of those. Now, I'm not saying you get rid of every single car. You might keep 15, but that's all you need. That's more than enough for you to upgrade a couple of cars, because you can get commons, uncommons and rares fairly easily just from playing the game. Now, let's just say I did want one of the Fiats. I will keep one, delete one, and I would do this all the way through. If I knew there was a car that was really useful for clubs that I didn't have, I'd keep it. So let's just say Lancer Delta here. I have one of these, got it maxed out. I use it quite a lot because it does have medium ground clearance, standard tyres, Italian. So let's just say I didn't have one. I might keep that and think I'll upgrade that for clubs. But if I don't need it, 2 RX3s, no point. Let's clear up some cash. Now, with the same thing, I would then go out and start buying ceramic packs, trying to keep myself around the 300k mark, or 350 ideally, but around there. And I've been working on my ultra rares. Just to give you an idea, ceramic pack I've just opened, okay, unfortunately, before coming on here. And there's more, there is more, okay. So cars, I've already got a Thunder, another out of a ceramic pack. Yes, I've got mainly a lot of super rares. I have also had one epic from it, the Catering JPE, and a couple of other ultra rares. So great, you see, these can now go into leveling up my ultra rares. Now, I've got most of these cars. I've got one Dodge Charger. I'm not going to be doing a second one yet, which I'm going to let that one go, and I can keep rinsing, repeating this process. That's not something you're going to do every day, because you are going to clear out your garage, and then obviously you're not going to have anything else that you particularly want to get rid of. But it goes through all the rarities. You can come through and see. I go to locked here, and I'll just scroll along. I'm going to be a bit more meticulous in some of the lower RQ cars, and I would say, okay, fine, what have we got along here? I've kept a second Volante, okay, because I thought it might be useful again when the Great Exhibition pack update was released. Kept duplicates of cars, okay, don't need more than one. Have I even used this one? Barely. Okay, I keep it 'cause it's Great Exhibition. Same thing again here. I've got 2 Laminas, okay. These were very, very good cars, very useful cars, okay, worth keeping. Now the second one that I haven't quite maxed out yet. 12 times in 742 days. Does this mean, is it worth me maxing this out? Is it worth me keeping it? To be honest with you, probably not. Let's free up that cash and find somewhere else to invest it. The European Revolution, I haven't even finished maxing out my first Di Tommaso. What is the point of keeping the second one? You see where I'm going here? Okay, the Lamborghini Silhouette. This is a car that I know I've used very, very, very few times. 26. I might hold on to this for now, just because I feel, you know, that is, you know, at this stage, if I don't desperately need the cash, I might hold on to it. I want to build a second Opel concept at some stage. Cool. So we'll keep hold of that. The Kadjar. Why have I got this? I must have used this in an event, in some specific event. It's got 100% win ratio somehow, but 702 days. I've used this for something at some time. No idea what. You know what? I don't think it's a car that I'm going to miss too much. So I'm going to, just for the sake of actually showing you what I'm doing, and not just, you know, not just pretending and keeping all my cars. The XEJ. Haven't really bothered with you can go and you can do this again. I've got 2 Opel Monzas because it had the Great Exhibition tag. Oh, you have been slightly worked on. I didn't mean to do that one. Doesn't matter. I haven't used them, so it will make no difference if I clear them out. And again here, but with the Judge, yeah, good. I've started to upgrade this one. Have I used a second one of them? No, never. I might as well take this 7,000 cash back. You see, again here, Porsche. Great, we've got a second one which I'm building, which I've probably never used. Definitely not going to use a third one. Have I even touched the second one in anything yet? No. Okay, building it just in case. But I don't need to. I think, kind of give any further examples. Having this, yep, great. Having 2 Plymouths, great. Okay. Obviously in clubs you'll keep more of these cars potentially. Still haven't built an Adam. Second Delta, the Punto, I've never used. You might as well go. There are more cars that I could probably get rid of, but it's just for an idea. Then I would come, change the status. Let's look for the unlocked again. Let's keep 15 or so, go through. Anything with a tag? Oh, new tag, might be a decent car. Let's see. Oh, for example, I've already got one of these Fords, so I won't take a second one. And what we'll just do is come down the cash car. Nope, say not a car I really need. Oh, I haven't got a Camaro. No, it's a car that I could potentially use. I'll keep that for now and just follow this through the Prelude sale. I've already got one, sell you off. The Pontiac Ferrari, already got one, sell you off. Don't need another one. Dodge Dart Swinger, okay, got one saved. The AMC, don't think I've got one of you. Lock you for now, check on you later, and you get the drift here. Anything I've got duplicate cars, I've gone through and done this. The Maserati Mistral, probably worth having two if you're thinking of doing clubs, because it is a good car. I've got one, I don't use it enough. There we go. And by doing that, I created a situation where I could not only come and buy a load of ceramic packs, but I could also start working more vigorously on my ultra rares and super rares that I'm actually using. I haven't done anything really to the epics yet, but I will come and show you in a second also what we're doing. So we'll go through. Great, another double super rare, perfect, lovely. More fuse, wonderful. With that then I could go come to my filters, ultra rares, look at the ones which I'm ready to be infusing and ready to work on, and decide, okay, let's, which of these do I want to finish, which of these cars am I actually using, which ones need to be maxed out. Okay, my GTO medium ground clearance car, I use it a little bit. Is it worth me maxing this car out? Or let's just say yes, hypothetically it's a car that I can still see myself using a little bit. So throwing the cars, okay, investing my money into it, getting it ready, because I do use it. Maybe I don't use it a huge amount, but I do use it. And then I compare that to a car like this Lotus Europa SE, which I have upgraded maximum. It just needs to cash invested into it. I've not used it in 305 days. I have absolutely no reservations of unlocking this and fusing this car into an epic if I need to. In fact, it's a toss-up. I'm not going to get anything. It's unlikely I'm getting anything good for my ceramic pack, so I'd probably just unlock this car, let's be pragmatic, and leave it. That car could go again in the same boat as this TVR Tuscan. This was locked until just recently. I started to upgrade it for an event. I realized I changed my team around, I didn't need it, and I've not used it since. I'm not going to sell it for 1800 cash. It's going to go into an epic, and you can be very, very pragmatic like this. In the same way you can go through your cars, you can come and pick the cars that you've got locked and just go through and say, which ones of these do I actually still need, do I actually want, am I actually using? I've got the Cayman locked here. This can be getting unlocked soon, not because it's a bad car, but if I don't upgrade it soon, it might as well go. Same with the BMW M5. I've already fused two of these in the past. I know it's got medium ground clearance, I know it's useful for that reason, but if I don't upgrade this soon, it might as well go into an epic that I'm using. I might as well get some use from it. I will get it again at some stage. And yeah, you can see the cars that you want to max out. Okay, I did eventually max out my second Lotus, which we've seen recently. Again, with the TVR Speed 6 here, 368 days, 31 races. I've got two choices here because I've never put an upgrade into it. Either decide, is this a car that I want to max out? And if it is, let's max it out. If it isn't, let's unlock it and let's get it ready to work on some of those epics. For example, I could finish working on my Superlight, would be a great car to do. But anyway, that was the first point of the video. Now the second point is going to be to come in and have a look at the SLS GT3 Prelims. I've had a jumble sale. I've been doing some clearing out. You know what guys, we'll do one more. We've got over 300k, it's fine. We'll do one more ceramic pack. But this is great. Couple this in with you playing the game and doing your clubs. Get some nice extra cash in and start making that cash work for you. Make it work for you in terms of actually investing in cars that you're using, cars that are going to help you progress in the game, not just sitting in your garage that you don't use. It does no good holding on to all those cars like I was doing that are sitting there doing absolutely nothing for you. Now let's come back to that GT3 Prelims. We can see here American Frontier ×5, Acura ×2. One thing that we notice with the price cards for now is that they are all American Frontier, so I think it's pretty safe to say we're going to have another American Frontier final tag the question is, how many Acuras are they going to put in? Are they going to put in, for example, 3 Acuras and 5 American Frontier? Are they going to put in 4 Acuras, 5 American Frontier? Are they going to put in American Frontier times 4, Acura times 5, for example, to allow you to use some of your cars which aren't American Frontiers, but the OG Acura cars like the NSX, the big fast legendary baby? I don't know yet. I don't know. All I do know is that for the finals there is a bit of off-road / dirt tracks. Okay, Hutch did release this to let people know that you could need to use a mixture of cars. It wasn't just going to be your speed cars. So this is the team that I have come up with, okay, at the moment. I'm going to speak it out to you very quickly just to show you. We'll go to American Frontier in total. I did use a different team to begin with, okay. The team I was using to begin with included, it did not include the NSX, it included, and I was starting to work on it here, the Acura SLX. And the reason it was because I was using this car to fulfill the Acura quota, mainly being that already got one of those yet. Mainly being that I didn't want to use all my RQ points in Acuras, knowing that they weren't going to be the strongest cars in this game mode. So I decided to try and save some RQ points, and I see a lot of people using the Tegra Type R, but I went for the RSX because it has medium ground clearance, and there are some medium ground clearance tracks. So for me, this is an extremely useful car in this environment. And obviously I had in the SLX, so I had this Acura out, this Bronco was out, I had the Acura in place of the Bronco, and I had the NSX out for the M4S. Okay, that was in there. However, what I noticed is that although my SLX wasn't maxed out, I found some of the track sets I struggled at. It wasn't a bad setup, it was maxed out, but I just found it wasn't quite as competitive. I think this setup is more competitive. I do have one upgrade I can put into my Viper if I want to, but even as it is, I think this is more competitive. So we'll just play the first person we come up against to show you the tracks. Now the ideal situation is I get to put the Bronco in sand. Okay, great in sand. Now here we've got a drag, and it's a pretty easy way for me to go here. So I'm going to put my Ford and my Bronco like that. The 1 mile drag, I don't really have too much choice. Same with the medium streets here. They've gone for a higher end car, but that's fine because my Acura is only going to lose by 50. I don't think the Dodge is going to win the drag overall. I mean, it might. Probably not. But this isn't the most ideal track set for me, but it's okay. I need a competitive hand, and this is what I've got, a competitive hand here. So we're going to probably, and we do just about win this, to be fair. I thought over the course of the mile the Viper SRT 10 might catch up a bit, but obviously knowing they're close enough with the MRA, so that's fine. So here we go, let's just roll through all 3, and as a result, we get a victory. Now with my other hand, I would have definitely lost because I'd have lost the test bowl against the Bronco with the SLX. It would have been close still. It still would have been close, but as you can see, we got a victory. So puts us into the top 10. Now let's come and see how high up we can go. Let's just see the next person. Who's the highest person we can face? So the Bronco does excel in the sand. Okay, that is the weakness. You're going to see a lot of people with their EVs as well. I'm working on mine. It's going to be good for the slalom test and stuff. But as we can see here, just taking this person's car, they have used a few more RQ points on the Acura than us, 47, and yeah, only a couple. But they've put both of theirs for the dirt / off-road bit. They've gone for some other cars for the rest of the track sets, but they don't have two medium cars without the dirt cars. If the medium track set comes up, this person is in a lot of trouble. Okay, again here they have put in the Dodge Hornet, nice, just for that medium track set, save some RQ. However, in my opinion, they spent too many RQ points on the Acuras. Maybe this is the best that they can get. I don't know. Again, good example, nice cheap Acura there to help you out sometimes, not lose by too much. Another cheap Acura, and they've gone for their stronger cars in the other places. But let's come to the top and see how we can do. Okay, Magurans, let's have a look. So we take 2 ties here, which is unfortunate. We will take the twisty road victory, we'll take the slalom victory, and we will lose on the half mile, but we will not lose by much. I'm just going to skip this because we know what the outcome is. Perfect. Okay, now this is somebody in the top 10, and it's worked out great for us. Similar hand, very similar hand, just ours is slightly better against theirs. And again, once more, let's go in, let's go up as high as we can now, see if we get someone around the top 5, just to get an idea of the kind of cars that people are using. That's what the benefit of this is. So Mike will go forward. Okay, G-Force here, great, going to be sacrificing here. They are not going for, this is a sacrifice. I'd win this, lose this, win this, lose this. That's, well, we just played that. We want to go as high as we can. And see here again what's happening with their 2 Acuras. Good, gone for the RSX, good choice. Difficult here, lose this. It'll be close on the hairpin. I would lose, I could put the Acura in here and win this. This is close again. That is a close call. The Dodge Durango, great car to have in this event. Unfortunately, I don't have one. We could do okay, tie, win, lose, tie. It's tough. It's getting tough as we get up here. As you can see, there's a lot of people using the same kind of idea. We need to max ours out to be able to win there. So if we had ours maxed, it would be a tie. It would be a victory here. It would be a loss here. It would be a victory and victory. We would win this. We would win this if we had a maxed out. Should we play Jeff anyway? Well, so lose, win. Yeah, let's play Jeff anyway. I think we can still win this. We're still gonna have to put you there, put you there. G-Force, put you there. This should still be a victory, not by too much. Okay, so the concept does a lot better in the dirt and the sand than it does in the mixed track. I mean, it's almost a poison chalice in this event, that it's a great car for it, and on the right tracks it's ideal. It's, you know, perfect, but you are going to lose a few points of it on the wrong track sets. But I think that is a good balanced team. I think I have a realistic chance of being able to finish in the top 10, or at least if not top 10, I guarantee myself a top 50 rank. Hopefully we can keep on the tails of the top 10 and get a carbon fiber pack at least. But there you go, few cars. The Durango, if you have it, it's going to be great for this. The Bronco, again, I still think it's great. Getting that 47 RQ RSX, great car. Save some RQ, get a car which can do both reasonable in G-Force and on a medium ground clearance, a medium city streets track. Okay, don't fall in for the trap of bringing in the Integra Type R and not having the medium part for it. I would honestly pick something else which can do a bit of both, because I think it gives you a better balance depending what track set comes out. Okay, thank you. Let me know if this video has been helpful, informative. I've been MyTyme. Good luck with the prelims. I'm going to come back when we get towards the end of it, hopefully with a carbon fiber pack. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you for watching as ever, and I'll see you all soon.